Hey guys, it's Marissa, and today's video is going to be some of my struggles with weight over the years, and also some of the things that I do now to try and have like a more healthy relationship with my weight and with eating and things like that. As most of you guys know, especially if you follow me on Instagram, I have a huge sweet tooth. So I'm gonna be sharing with you guys some of the healthy snacks that I like to make and eat when I'm craving something sweet, but I still wanna be healthy. I actually made a video like a long time ago, which I will link below for you guys if you haven't seen it, about how back in high school I used to be a lot heavier and people were always really rude to me and made fun of me and made like rude comments about my weight. So once I was doing the school play Grease and the woman who made the costumes like embarrassed me in front of everyone, I didn't fit into a costume. Like it was just a little too small for me, or like I had to really like inhale to fit into it. And she made like all these rude comments. She was like, you know, girls back in my day were so skinny, everyone was so slim, like nowadays you girls are all so fat, like things like that. And she was staring directly at me in a huge crowded room of people. It was just super like horrific and sad, and it made me feel very self-conscious to be like body shamed in front of everyone like that. It was just hurtful, and it definitely like kind of destroyed my confidence at the time. Thankfully though, today I'm just in a very good place with my health, my weight, my body image, things like that. I feel like losing weight and getting in shape can be a very emotional and psychological thing. So one thing I did want to talk to you guys about in today's video is Noom. So Noom is a health and wellness program that teaches you how to develop and maintain a healthy lifestyle. And their programs help you lose weight for good, not just temporarily in a way where you're gonna gain it all back later. So using Noom has been completely different from what you might expect with a typical weight loss program. For one thing, it asks me a lot of questions that go beyond just how much weight do you want to lose? There were a lot of in-depth questions that just caused me to stop and think, and there were things that I really hadn't thought of before. Like there was one question that asked what typically triggers your urge to snack and nibble, and one of the answers was other people snacking, and I stopped and thought like that is such an interesting question and answer, because I've never really asked myself either. I've never really asked myself the question, and I've never really thought about the answer. So, you know, right from the start, I felt like I was just becoming more self-aware of my habits. So one thing that I love about the program is just how positive and encouraging it is. You know, normally when I have a bad day or a setback, like I just want to tend to beat myself up or be really hard on myself, or maybe I'll even want to just like give up completely. And Noom is just really kind to you and even says like realistic things like, you know, you don't have to eat like a rabbit, or giving up desserts forever isn't sustainable, which I 100% agree with, by the way. I feel like for me, this has been one of the most helpful things for my mindset, because I tend to get easily discouraged. You can just kind of pick back up and start again if you have a bad day. You're not just gonna give up completely. It'll say things like, you know, just believe, so I don't feel like I failed just because I had one bad day. You know, anyone can have a bad day. Like, anyone can have a little slip up. You know, Noom never makes you feel bad about yourself, and it's just really encouraging and uplifting, and I feel like that's really what you need when you're trying to develop a healthy mindset and, you know, change your life habits. And that's a big thing for me, because body image and weight has always been a very sensitive and emotional issue where I can easily like beat myself up over it. So for me personally, my challenge tends to be more so with food rather than with exercising. And there's actually a section in the Noom program where it encourages you to log all of your meals, so everything that you're eating. This really helped me to kind of bring awareness to and confront some of my maybe not so good eating habits. Like literally the first time I was logging meals on the app, I was in the middle of eating some Ben & Jerry's edible cookie dough snack bites, and I really did not want to log it. let me tell ya. So for me personally, whenever I would eat unhealthy foods in the past, I would just try and like ignore it and pretend it didn't happen, just because it's easier to ignore it than to actually like confront it and own up to it and take accountability. But logging my meals has really forced me to be more honest with what I was eating. I feel like I have a lot more self-awareness now than I did before, and it makes me want to do better for myself and be better overall. So the program actually analyzes what you're eating and makes suggestions for you, and things are color-coded green, yellow, and red. So green foods are the best. Yellow foods are fine, but they do want you to eat them in moderation, and then red foods are the ones where you should really like limit your portions. So it breaks it all down in a very like simple, easy to understand way. So I'm gonna link Noom down below for you guys, and I would definitely recommend to go download it if you are looking to create healthier habits in your life, or if you want to learn about health or nutrition, or just become a better version of yourself. So I personally have a really big sweet tooth, and one thing that's helped me a lot has been trying to find things that are not super unhealthy, processed junk food. And my favorite healthy snack would probably have to be watermelon. Watermelon is so delicious. It's like sweet and cold and juicy and crunchy at the same time, but not really, and delicious, and it's so much better for you than like, say, ice cream. And I actually learned on Noom how watermelon has a low caloric density, so that makes it a really great snack food. And also it's very filling. It has so much water in it, and it makes it heavy, and it doesn't have that many calories, so it's gonna keep you fuller for longer. And there was actually a whole quiz on caloric density on Noom, and it's just really like interesting and fascinating to me. And I also love making smoothies. I like to use unsweetened almond milk and non-fat Greek yogurt, as well as frozen fruits and of course fresh fruits, blend it all together in perfect smoothie harmony. And on Noom, I was actually very surprised to learn that unsweetened almond milk as well as non-fat Greek yogurt both fell into the green foods category. So that always makes me feel really great, because to me, like, a smoothie is like a decadent treat, dessert. Like, I don't know, it's like desserty almost. Like, it's like froyo almost. But it's using all of the healthy foods listed on the app, so I don't have to feel bad about it or feel like I'm even really indulging. So I was chatting with one of my friends recently about making smoothies, the art of smoothie making, and he was like, oh, I'll make one for you sometime. I'm just missing brown sugar. And I was like, brown sugar? Like, you put sugar in your smoothies? I just was like weirded out, because I feel like putting sugar in your smoothies is like totally unnecessary. I used to order smoothies from Jamba Juice all the time, and it was honestly just a lot of money, and I feel like totally happier since I've just been doing it on my own, saving lots of money. I know what's in it. So when I'm in the mood for something sweet, but I still want to be relatively healthy, sometimes I will make a almond butter and banana sandwich, and I know Shauna likes to use peanut butter. And sometimes as an extra little treat, I will sprinkle in some chocolate chips in it too, if I'm feeling extra fancy. And this is obviously not the healthiest lunch in the world, but if it's the difference between eating an ice cream sandwich for lunch or a banana and nut butter sandwich for lunch, then I think we all know which one's healthier, which is the winner. So my last recipe is something my sister Shauna calls healthy cookies, and the reason why they're called that is because they are made with no butter and no sugar, so that makes them a lot healthier. And they're different from normal cookies. They're a lot more dense, more so like a scone, but they're super good. So basically you mix together a couple of overripe bananas, a little bit of olive oil, some flour, oats, some eggs, chopped up nuts, chopped up dates, and blueberries. And you bake them all up and they taste amazing. And this is also great to do if you have bananas that are going bad, because it's like, what do you do with them? You don't want to like eat a mushy banana, but it's like perfect in healthy cookies. So that was my video. I will be sure to link Noom down below for you guys, and definitely comment down below like your favorite recipe, or like your favorite healthy recipe, or your favorite healthy snack. Yeah, let's share ideas in the comment section. And I love you guys. Mwah. Big kiss, and bye guys.